Now get ready for the power of Groove.AI. Become a member of Groove today. We'll groove all the way. Automate your marketing with the power of Groove.AI. Discover the secrets today. Groove.AI is starting now.
Hey everyone, Peter Moingaroa here, and welcome back for another session of the Groove.AI Live, and it's good to be here. Sorry about the late start. We had a few things that we had needed to sort out in the back end here, and we've got those sorted out, I believe. Just want to actually make sure everybody can see me and hear me, and if you can you just put a 1 in the comments so that I know that everybody is actually seeing me and hearing me. You just never know technology these days. But yeah, actually, if I can get a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Oh, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Narciso. And I've got Karen at the back here with me, and she's helping me out. So she's giving me the thumbs up. Oh, let's say hello to a few people here. Dr. Lisa, thank you for being here. And I seen you on the other Zoom just before this one. Half the reason why I was late getting onto this one, I was just trying to get things sorted. And then we have Narciso. Thanks for being here, Narciso. Good to see you. And we also have Tyra, as always. Thanks, Tyra, for being here. And Andrew, Sam. Okay, I'm not sure if you've been on here before, Andrew, but great to have you. And I'm glad that you guys can all see me and hear me. Okay, now, I try and actually cover a few things about what's going on in the AI side of things. Some of you may have the white label, Groove.AI white label, which I am so looking forward to. The whole sort of the Groove.AI implementation into the Groove.cm platform. You know, as you know, if you're a Groove.cm life member and if you're a Groove.ai backer, you will enjoy the AI integration into your platform. And I know that it's going to really, just catapult my business, especially me being a web design and digital marketing business here locally in my town. And maybe yours as well, like whatever you're doing, whether you're an affiliate marketer, whether you're doing the same as what I'm doing, or if you're, you may be a blogger, or you may be an online entrepreneur who, wants to do affiliate marketing. So there's a whole range of things. You could be even into e-commerce or drop shipping. But I know with AI, it's going to make life a lot more streamlined when it comes to building out sites, creating content. I think AI, a lot of people say to me, don't you think AI is taking away the creativity from our minds? We're not being as creative because of AI. We don't have to actually do all the thinking that much. We just got to add a prompt. In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. It depends on what your reasons are using AI for. If you're using it for business, then definitely, it's kind of like having a team. Just someone that's on your team that is exclusively maybe a content writer, and you want them to write the content. Now, ordinarily, in a web design digital marketing business, you actually need a you may need a content writer or a web designer or things like that, people like that. But with the AI, there's some of the jobs that actually can that you can save. Well, especially if you're like a solopreneur and you're trying to get your business kicked off, and when that scales, then you can start looking at maybe getting VAs to come in and handle some of the daily stuff that you normally do with your AI platform or with your web platform or whatever. But a lot of it is it just creates an even playing ground or playing field for some of small businesses as compared to bigger businesses, who are obviously doing really well if they're at a stage where they're quite big. it gives us smaller businesses or solopreneurs a bit of a fighting chance to establish themselves. Now, in any business, doesn't matter whether you have AI or not, in any business, there's one thing you can't replace, and that is being passionate about what you do. All right, you cannot replace that with AI. AI may be inspiring and everything else, but when it comes down to business, you have to be passionate about what you do. And I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about web design. I'm passionate about AI. I'm passionate about e-commerce, and it just so happens the type of platform that I use with Groove.cm and Groove.ai, I can implement both and really get a fair advantage, if you like. So today actually is about a particular platform. Funny enough, I was looking into this platform and just to sort of do a little bit of research on it, did a bit of homework, and so I decided to actually, do what you do and sign up. Went through the sign up process. It came to the credit card, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to hold off there because I'm not too sure about this. So I just want to make sure that this is, something I want to do. Although it was a trial, I just felt like I needed more time to spend on it and look into it. So I got that far as submitting my contact details. And funny enough, I got a phone call probably minutes later, and it was actually from the sales manager of the particular platform, who rang me from the US, of course. Now I'm actually in the New Zealand, and he rang me from the US, and his name was Jake. Actually, we had a really, really good talk. And the platform was called Air.ai, and I'll just bring it up, and I'll share my screen once I bring it up. Now, I don't know if you ever heard of Air.ai, but from what I've been told about it and from what I can envisage, it would be a game changer. There are other platforms that are similar to this. Now, I'll just share my screen. I've got to make sure that I'm on the screen at the same time, because when I'm not on the screen, you guys don't hear me. All right, let me just see what we've got in there in the comments. Okay, cool. All right, so this is Air.ai. This is actually a platform where, and I'm going to take my time explaining this because I'm only really just sort of like finding more out about it, because it was earlier today that I actually engaged with the sales manager. But it does marketing calls on your behalf, and they're AI generated. So their AI voices would literally sound like the real, like a real human being that you're talking to on the other end of the phone. And they're asking you questions and you're answering back. So this is all real time, and you might be asking questions of them, and they will actually respond to your questions. They will actually reply to your questions. Now, if you didn't know if you were talking to an AI generated call or caller, then you would not know the difference. I can tell you that much now. And so this particular platform, and I won't play the demo because you won't hear it. I don't know why we can't try and get the audio from a video that's online, but I'm sure there's something we're not doing that we can do to actually get the audio of a website. But so this is the website, which is Air.ai. I actually wanted to I thought they might actually had a bit more to this. Okay, anyway, look, I'm going to go to here. This is where actually, when I was talking to the sales manager, he gave me the link to this. Now, I don't even think this is actually online for public view at this stage. I don't mean that in the sense it's sensitive information. I mean that what they're coming out with is they're coming out with Air 2.0. So there obviously was a 1.0 at some point, or even now, but they're coming out with a 2.0. Again, I can't play the video because it's not going to make any sound, audio sound. But let's just scroll down a wee bit and see if we can actually get a general gist of what these guys do. All right, so at the end of the day, like I said before, you can actually have this to perform marketing calls on your behalf to your client base or even to prospective clients in order to actually drum up more leads, if you like, or business from potential customers. So they have you can have a do-it-yourself where you can just set the whole thing up, and it will actually you can set it up for a type of industry, and I think they've got a little bit more about that information a little bit further down the website. But before I carry on down, so they can actually they can do this for you instead of you doing it yourself. They have a done for you scenario where they can actually create I guess marketing calls for your specific niche, and then they'll call potential customers within that industry. Now, they don't just sort of like go work their way down from the top of the list down in terms of calls. They can literally make calls 100, 1,000 calls at any one time. So literally, you can make 1,000 calls to one particular to any type of prospective client at the same time. And you know, from those calls, who knows how much leads that you get. Like when I used to do sort of door-to-door sales, yes, I used to do door-to-door sales, and this was a lifetime ago, back in the sort of late 90s. We had a saying: for every 10 no's, you get a yes. So if you figure out how many yeses you'll get from 1,000 no's, from 1,000 no's, then you know that's a lot. The ratio is really high, so it's a numbers game, isn't it? Let me just check the messaging here, the comments. Nancy, if you want, you could open another browser that you are not beside on, like Safari, then you'll be able to play sound. Yeah, I think we are going to be a little bit difficult for me, Nancy. I'm probably a little bit challenged at the moment. I think it's something I'm going to have to that Karen and myself are going to have to sort out when it comes to the audio, and see if we can get that sorted before the next session. But anyway, so they can do marketing calls on your behalf. Now it's kind of like a sales team or a marketing sales team working for you on your behalf, but it's costing a lot less than what you would cost to actually pay a sales team to make that many calls. Right? If you're talking about like 100 calls at any one time, or all at the same time, I should say, that's a lot of calls. I mean, you literally can get through it really quickly and get a lot of leads. Now, if you want to listen to the call, that demo call that I had here, if you want to have a listen to that, go to Air.ai and then play the demo, and you'll see what I mean. Literally, the guy is talking to the recipient or the caller. The one that's receiving the call is listening to the caller, which is actually an AI generated, what would you call it, sales marketer or sales marketing person. But anyway, there are some little glitches in there where you would probably think, oh yeah, okay, that would probably give it away a little bit. But I'm sure as AI evolves, and it evolves quickly, those little things get ironed out, right? But yeah, have a listen. You'll be quite impressed. Now, there are other platforms. So really, for me in New Zealand, it's going to be a little bit difficult to make inbound calls. So in other words, to have inbound calls. So in other words, when callers are calling you. So on a customer service or customer support level, if someone is calling you, then we can't answer the call here in New Zealand. So if it's a New Zealand customer, they're calling my business, I can't answer the call because it only works within the US, but who knows? Eventually it could actually go external. outside of the US, but you can actually, and I spoke to the sales manager this morning, there'll be a way to add a trigger. So in the sense, like when someone is trying to call your number, it'll set off a trigger which will send a message back to them to click on a link and to connect with you straight away. And once they click on that link, then what will happen is that it'll trigger off at the Air end, Air.ai end, and then the AI salesperson will call the customer in terms of support, or even as a sales call. But it's very interesting how it all works. I think if you're in the US, then you're going to truly benefit from this as a marketing tool. And of course, when you run it with your marketing business, like if you're doing what I'm doing, I'm using Groove for pretty much everything when it comes to digital marketing and web design. Then you kind of have a business that is sort of automated, semi-automated, if not maybe 3/4 automated. And for someone like myself who works primarily as a solopreneur, then this is a great way. If you're going to scale your business, this is a great way to scale without the extra staff or the VAs until a point you do get enough leads that you can create more potential business, and then you can start looking at VAs to do some of the stuff that you would normally do with your own customers, but on a higher level or on a higher quantity level, if you like. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with you today. Now I have got a meeting with these guys tomorrow, and as I think it's a Zoom meeting, and we're going to be talking more about this. But as you can see, this is actually probably, this is when you join. This is a join site. So this is something that you will actually go through if you're looking at maybe joining with Air.ai. But yeah, this is not for public. Well, it's not literally public view, but he didn't say that I couldn't share it. I did ask him if he can share something with me that I can share on today's session, and he sent me this. All right. But other than that, you can get a real good idea what it's about. If you come to Air.ai and you come to this site and you click on play, you'll get to find out what it does. All right. Hopefully that was made sense. I just want to have a look if there's any more questions. Look, what do you think about this sort of thing anyway? As a like if you're a digital marketer, and you have like I guess if you have a well, actually, let's say you're a small business owner, but you want to reach out to as many customers as you can, or potential customers, and these can actually do cold calls too as well. So you're cold calling potential customers. How do you what do you think how it would benefit your business if you were looking at scaling? Would this help you? Would it help your customers, your own customers? Like I know this for a fact. I have a customer this would actually be suited to, because they are looking at trying to automate a good part of their business. Going from sort of like trying to relieve, not so much having a full-time admin person, but trying to have like an automated system that can take over the admin. Now, if you're part of Groove.AI, then you'd realize, like with the chatbot and all that sort of stuff, that, we're going to have that advantage where you can actually have a chatbot to do a lot of the support, or handle a lot of the support questions or queries that people, when they come to your website, might ask. And that will happen real time. It's not like the chatbot days of old where you literally had to actually create the content that you wanted the chatbot to actually say to you. But with AI now, basically that information will be served up because the chatbot has access to the knowledge of your business. Okay, so And once they have the knowledge to your business, then they can actually sort of speak on your behalf, because they can tell you some of the, like someone may have a question about the business. They can quickly serve up the information just like that. That's what can happen these days. So chatbots now, managed chatbots or creating chatbots is not a thing anymore. And in fact, a lot of the platforms that actually used to be able to, if they haven't done it already, gone on to AI, they're probably going to shut down. I know there's one already that's actually shut down because the AI has literally taken over and made it a lot more easier for anybody to use and create a chatbot. But anyway, look, that's this is just going to the next level, from chatbots to someone literally ringing you. There is another site, and I can't remember what it is, but they have a demo, and you may have come across it. Let me know if you have. Just put a 1 in the chat. But they have a if someone rings up to your business, let's say a pizza place, and they're ordering a pizza, they'll be answered. The call will be answered by an AI AI, not messenger. How do I say? An AI chat. Okay, so literally someone talking to them in a human voice. You can't tell the difference. Answering their questions. So you might say, I want a pizza. I want no pepperonis on the pizza. An extra tomato. Blah blah blah. So the questions can be quite random, and the AI recipient can actually pick up on this and answer the questions. Ridiculously blimmin'. It's just unbelievable how they can just ask the question, know what you're talking about, and answer the question directly without having to pause or take a long time to actually sort of figure out what you're trying to say. It's all pretty much getting quite intuitive, and that's why I think, in my mind anyway, for my business, something like this would be really useful, especially if you don't have a marketing team. This is kind of like a plug and play marketing team that will jump on a phone and market your business. And like we're all used to the days where sales marketers will actually call you up on the phone. Hey, we're doing a big special, blah 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 blah. This is kind of like that, but just done more specifically to target niche customers that are actually pertaining to your business. Okay, so say for instance, I have a vet who wants to get onto something like that. These guys, the actual AI bot, if you like, will be targeting not just prospective clients. Probably you won't be sort of targeting clients when it comes to vets. It's kind of like you bring an animal in and they sort you out, but maybe their own client base that they have already. So they will sort of market to their own client base, maybe promoting specials on pet food or cat food for that month. Maybe pet shots, the shots that pets get. Maybe a special on that 1 month, or you might even be selling like things like pet accessories, all those sorts of things. So I can see how it works in that case, but I think for him, he actually for this particular bit, he would like someone to answer the calls for him. And so that's something that I would be really interested in talking about next time I find out more information. I would like to talk about that next time. And if I can get down to how that can be done, particularly if you live outside of the US, then that'd be even better. But for you guys in the US, you can surely get the benefit now of that. So yeah. But hopefully next time I talk about this, we'll have audio up and running when it comes to the websites, the videos on the websites. Yeah. And you know what? Look, reach out to me if you listen to this Air.ai demo and you think it's a really cool thing, and just reach out to me, let me know what you thought of it. And I'm having a conversation with them again tomorrow, and I'm going to find out more. So those are some of the things that I've been getting up to in terms of AI. I actually literally have AI on my brain day in, day out. I'm dealing with AI in some sort of way. I'm using ChatGPT, Groove.AI, Leonardo.ai, Gemini. I'm doing it all. Like, I love Gemini for its research capability. I think it's really great because it's connected right into the Google Chrome, right into Google network, if you like, or infrastructure. And it's always fact checking your research, and it tells you where it gets its details from, its specs. If you remember, I did something like that on Gemini a few weeks ago. And ChatGPT is just so easy to use. It's kind of like, I don't think I search for anything on Google anymore. Yeah, let me know if you're using ChatGPT. Do you actually literally search for anything on Google anymore? Because I actually use ChatGPT to do all my searching because it's kind of more specific. Google, you get a whole bunch of results. With ChatGPT, you can actually narrow it down to specifics and find what you really want. So yeah, that's the differences. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get on to the next part, and that part is I just want to go through some of the events that we're doing, and I know you guys have seen this tons and tons of times, and you're going to see it one more time. But let's go to if you want to sort of know anything about what we're doing, all right, or what's happening in the Groove community, jump onto Groove.cm/resources. All right, and then you jump on there, and you'll get to this page here where it sort of tells you about some of the things, the live events that are coming up. So if you click on here, you're going to see pretty much a calendar of some of the live events that are coming up. All right, so here we have, so we have the 5-day challenges. So next month we've got a new set of 5-day challenges, right? But where are we at the moment in this month? We're on the 26th here in New Zealand, all right? And so what's coming up? We've got a few things, but I guess the Groove coaching sessions, which is what we've just done just before. You've got the regular things that are happening at the moment, right? So basically, this is a calendar that you can sort of come to if you want to sort of jump in and on an event. And most of our events are free anyway, but the ones that are not, we generally have maybe a sort of a mini course on it. And then if you want to take it that much further, then you can go onto a paid event. Now, why do we have paid events? Because there's a lot of resources that go into paid events, like into like 2-3 day or 2-day paid events. There's a lot of people's time that's involved, and not just to mention time and effort, but also experience. You're getting knowledge. You're getting knowledge from some of the gurus like Simon Leong and Ching-Yu Tan with his AI expertise. I mean, he's literally the AI whisperer when it comes to anything AI. And of course, Simon Leong with his background in Google and anything he does in terms of a course or 2-day event, you literally are getting a huge amount of benefit. That's something that would help your business, catapult your business. But that's the page you come to. You come to the resources page. And then of course I think you can also link up to some of our challenges there. Join the new Groove challenge, how to leverage AI for your online business with Simon Leong and Ching-Yu Tan. So quite a few different things here. I'll let you look through those at your leisure, but that is Groove.cm resources. And like I said, you have got a few events coming up. And the one that's coming up is with Simon Leong, which is the Virtual Speaker Insider Secrets. Now, we did do a mini course the week prior, which was last Friday. And so this is the paid event. And if you've actually saw this one, more than likely you would have actually joined up with this 2-day event. It's not a free event. The first one was a free event, but this one isn't. There was my one. I'm a little all over the place here at the moment. There's my one here, which is the ecom and drop shipping workshop to Thursday for me. Be Wednesday if you're in the US. So that's on Thursday, and basically I'll be covering things like you know, how to set up your Groovecard store. What products hot at the moment and high demand. Digital products versus physical products, suppliers. At the end of the day, we all know there are particular suppliers out there, such as AliExpress, Alibaba. There's another one called Banggood. There's quite a few, but we all know that sometimes you just got to be really careful what you actually supply from those sites, because the quality may not be as good as what people might assume it to be. Another one is Temu. I think Temu's come under the spotlight a wee bit as of late. Temu has been sort of noted as maybe a they spam. As soon as they get like your email address, and obviously if you buy something from them, they kind of spam your inbox. And so there's been a lot of opinions about that flying about on social media about how much they are spamming, and literally pretty much every day, numerous times a day. So and that's if you've got the app on your phone too as well. So if you don't want to get all those spam emails, just uninstall. But so those are sort of type of things. You can actually use Temu for drop shipping, but there are proper drop shippers out there. So we'll be covering those sorts of things anyway. What else? PLR, or digital products, which is private label whites products. We'll be covering that, and just a few other things. So pretty much it's going to be different to the last two that I've done, and it'll probably be different again the next time I do it, because with AI coming into the picture now, there are going to be some things that are going to change, especially with the Groove.CM platform. Things are going to change. There is talk about the Groove Cart moving on to the same platform as the Groove Pages and Groove Funnels and Groove Mail. And I know people out there probably thought, hey, I already thought it was on the Groove platform. No, there are two different platforms when it comes to GrooveCard and the rest of the applications, because GrooveCard was the first application or software that came out initially, December 2018. I joined probably 12 months after that, and that's the whole reason why I joined, was because of GrooveCard, because I was doing drop shipping at the time. So and because it's built on a different platform, the other features or applications were built on a separate platform, so Groove Pages and all that. And that's why when you go into GrooveCart, you will have a login access, multi logins, if you like. We don't have that in Groove at the moment, in Groove.CM or in the other like Groove Pages and stuff like that. But you do actually have that in GrooveCart, because they're two different platforms. But they are bringing it all into one, and so the dynamics of that's going to change. Obviously, if I do one workshop on GrooveCart this month, then the next one will probably be slightly different because of the integration. Then we have all our other things that are going on throughout the week. We have our power hours that are kindly being hosted by Tyra, who's in the house tonight, wherever you are. And so they're wonderful. They are wonderful sessions, and I have been joining them for the last few weeks now. For anybody who wants to get in there and maybe need help in certain areas of their journey through Groove.CM, maybe help with or guidance in terms of websites or Groove Mail or anything like that. I've been joining those, but unfortunately I won't be in them this week. I have a lot on, especially with my own event, and then of course, we have the speaker, the virtual speaker Insider Secrets on this week as well. So unfortunately, I won't be able to be at those ones this week, but I will be back on board the week following. And I will also be back on board for my Groove card session, my regular one, which is on the following week, not this week, but next week. And but I won't be doing it this week because of my event. And a new introduction, by the way, guys, a new introduction. Instead of one Groove coaching during the week, we're going to have two. And I see this on the calendar now, where we're going to have it on a Wednesday for folks back in the US. That'll be a Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday, is it? Actually, have I got the wrong? No, that's the right one. So Wednesday is 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. And I'm gathering that's GMT plus 8 time, which means that'll be something like about 10 a.m. in the US, I'm gathering. So yeah, so that's a new introduction. That's actually going to be hosted by Nick Lacani, and I'm sure some of you will know Nick, and his expertise lies within building funnels and memberships and courses, but yeah, he'll be running a separate group coaching. So they'll still have Ching Yus on a Tuesday, but we're going to have another one on a Wednesday. All right, so looking forward to seeing how that all pans out. I'm sure it's going to be great, and it'll obviously, for the ones that are in the US, it's probably a better time too as well. All right, guys, I think that's about it for me. We're getting there at the end of the month. We've got another 5-day challenge next month, so keep an eye out for that. Keep a watch for that, and till then, till next week. Bye for now.